Thursday edition of Take 5, where we've been taking about 5 minutes or so looking at the Ten Commandments, trying to see what they mean, hopefully contextually as they were written, but even contemporarily, how they might apply to where we live right today. And we began a couple of days ago looking at the third command: do not misuse the name of the Lord your God. And today I want to look a little more specifically on what doesn't it mean as we apply it, and what does it mean. Do not misuse, literally, do not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. And so I've got a couple of thoughts stemming from the last one. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go to that. First of all, this deals with, I'll say 3 words. This wrestles with the idea of, are you flippant? Are you inconsistent? Are you truthful? Flippant, what do I mean? Do not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Don't be flippant with that name. So of course it means profanity. Do not be profane. Do not let swear words come out of your mouth in a flippant manner that have the Lord's name in it. You know which ones I mean. So on one level, certainly it means that. It doesn't mean only that, but certainly it means that. But it also means, in a flippant way, don't be thoughtless in using the name for any pointless or unproductive purposes. You know, sometimes we, if we're not careful, or people just, oh God, or even things like the Lord told me. Yeah, he did not. So thoughtlessly, or just as a mode of conversation, instead of saying God, don't. You know, the Jews even to this day have been so careful not to use the Lord's name, that his actual name, his covenant name, Yahweh, they won't say it when they read it out loud, and the name Yahweh is there. They will change it for Adonai. And when they write the word God, it'll be G blank D. They won't even say it. That's how careful they are. So don't be flippant about using it, I think, is what this command is saying. But I think it's also saying don't be inconsistent, meaning how we live or how we use the Lord's name in our voice and in our words, and yet our life and our character is completely inconsistent with the character of the God whose name we use, and in a sense, whose name we've taken. As followers of Jesus Christ, we've taken the name Jesus. We've taken the name Christian. And yet to take Jesus' name in vain is to live in a manner that would be completely inconsistent with Jesus Christ. I think don't misuse the name of the Lord is reminding us, behave in a manner that is consistent with the character and purposes of God, of the Lord, of Yahweh, of Jesus. Jesus would look at his followers and say, people will know you are my disciples by the way you live and by the way you love one another. Don't misuse the name of the Lord means live consistently with that name. And then thirdly, the way it's often used as well, and appropriately, it's truthful. Be truthful. And it's the whole idea of oath taking is in thought here. Calling on God's name. You know, sometimes people say, I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth. You don't need to do that. Officially in the court of law, even in America, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. And in some of especially some of the Anabaptist Protestant traditions, they would say you should not even swear in that manner in court. Because listen to what Jesus says in Sermon on the Mount. Again, you have heard it said to our ancestors, you must not break your oath, but you must keep your oaths to the Lord. But I tell you, don't take an oath at all, either by heaven, because it's God's throne, or by earth, because it's God's footstool, or by Jerusalem, because it is the city of the great king. And then he says, do not swear by your head, because you can't make a single hair white or black. And then he says this, and I think this is his point, but let your yes mean yes, and your no mean no. Anything more than this is evil. Don't swear by your head, don't swear by Jerusalem, but let your yes be yes and your no be no. And I think Jesus' real point is tell the truth. And some traditions have said, no, it goes further. It's saying, Jesus is saying, don't swear at all. And I understand that, and that's okay. I don't think they're correct. As you look at your New Testament, you'll see that both Jesus and Paul, when they were under scrutiny, they both took oaths. So I think it's okay. I think don't flippantly use the name of God to say, I swear to God, I'm telling the truth. And that's the only time you tell the truth. Always tell the truth. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So don't misuse the name of God by sort of using it as a badge to say, this is when I'm truthful and this is when I'm not. I think that's what he's referring to. So don't misuse the name of God flippantly. Just let it coming out of your mouth anytime you can. Inconsistently, you use it, and yet your life is 180 degrees different than it. And then just be truthful. Don't call on God's name in an oath when you need to be truthful, and then otherwise it doesn't matter. Always be truthful. And I think it's okay to raise your right hand when you go to court and say you're going to tell the truth. So help you God. Do not misuse the name of the Lord. A clear command. And again, Jesus reiterated it again when he told us, when you pray, say, hallowed be thy name. And may that be true in my life, and may it be true in my words. May God's name be hallowed. I'll see you next time. And when we go to the fourth commandment. So long. Have a great weekend. See you soon.